Thank you for joining me here today. For those of the people watching who don't know who you are, give a little background just about who you are, exactly where you're from.
So my name's Jen Ferguson. I'm from New York. I'm 32 and I kind of got popular on the internet for being a hot mom. And so yeah, here I am to talk about it.
And what happened was we saw your video, of course. How did that come about? That whole Love Don't Judge TV show, YouTube thing?
That's all entertainment. I actually somehow got wicked popular on TikTok for a little while and I made some videos. Some went viral and people were calling me like the hot mom. Truly saw that. And then they asked me if they could come and record my whole family. So that was actually like a 12-hour day of recording. And I was like, of course, absolutely.
Why you? Not even to sound disrespectful, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of women out there. Was there a certain video that like blew up on your TikTok or something that was bringing people to your page?
So I'm still asking myself that. I'm like, why me? I don't know. I would say it's because I have the personality that goes along with the look. There's so many hotter girls, but they have bland personalities. And that's like a deal breaker. You know what I mean? People liked how I was super open. Like on my TikTok, I would make them about, in your video, you showed the one where I'm like saying about how I love my boob job and stuff like that. And I guess I say things that people are thinking that they won't say. So I say it. And then somehow I just did a couple TikToks. People loved it. I got up to like 225,000 followers just over stupid videos. There wasn't a certain one. It was just, they were adding up and adding up. That's just kind of how it happened. I don't know why me. I guess, I don't know. I like to say my personality.
So they recorded the episode with you and your family and the video gets posted. What happened after that? Did the video just get posted and you just went about your day? Or did you notice like an influx of haters, new followers? Like, did it make a difference, that video?
Yeah, so that video you could see on like, it was shared upon a bunch of platforms. One of their platforms, I had like 6 million views and I got tons of hate and tons of love. It was probably half and half. I, just like your video that you guys made on me, I love the criticism. I love people that can have fun with it.
The kid's stepmom. Tits all in his face. Mom.
I don't take life too seriously. So yeah, all the hate comments, I'm like, that's fine. Just keep commenting, keep the popularity going. But yeah, I did get some more followers from it, especially like creepy guys in my DMs.
Oh, of course, that happens. You told me right before that we talked that it was your son that saw our video. How did you end up seeing ours commentary video on you?
So the popular kid in school went to my son and my stepson. They're both in 7th grade. And he was like, did you see this video? These guys are like bashing your mom. They're bashing the video. And so they sent them the link. And I was like, oh boy, another one. There was a lot of people who were like, you know, either giving it love or hate, whatever. It was just, you know, people talk about that kind of stuff because it's stupid. It's stupid, but it's fun, simple entertainment. And so we turned on the video, we put it on the big screen and my kids are like, what? I'm so jealous. They didn't show me enough. And look how cool this is. And we all turned it into a wicked positive. We're like, this is awesome. Like the more places that were shared and the more people who, you know, post stuff about us, it's cool. It gets me more gigs. It makes me money from other companies who want me to like, you know, promote their products and stuff like that. So yeah, we saw it like that.
Why on earth do you have such a positive outlook?
Well, for one, I mean, you guys are in entertainment. You have to entertain. If you were, you know what I mean? Like if you're boring about it, you wouldn't get any views. So I totally understand. And everything that you said was, you know, I could definitely understand why you're saying it. And I got so many people saying that honestly, life's too short to be a bitch and to be, you know, mad at people and whatever else. I take everything with a grain of salt. Like I said, I have 3 almost teenage boys. They give me a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like some days I'm the coolest, some days I'm cringe. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't take that stuff to heart. I think it's awesome that you guys use me. I'm honored. And that's, you know, anything to me is good. I'm happy with it. I think it was really funny.
Your son said in the video, a bunch of my friends have a crush on my mom. Like, is that like a good or bad thing? Or is it neither? Just being a target in middle school or somebody who people talk about can be dangerous because you were the punching bag or whatever. Has your son actually faced any bullying?
So they haven't, like I said, I have a stepson who is best friends with my son, and they're both in 7th grade. And yeah, the kids definitely all saw the Truly video. They saw like there was TikTok things that were posting me and everything. And so they saw it. Some kids will be like, your mom's a whore. She's this, she's that. Look at her. Most of the time the kids are like, wow, he has a hot mom. And they've even asked for like his autograph and like stupid stuff like that because they're middle schoolers. You know what I mean? I think it has made them more popular. I think that it has made them more cool. And yeah, they're probably going to get some shit for having like a mom who, you know, takes care of herself like this. But whatever, you know, you're going to get shit from something. You know, when I was growing up, I got shit for being poor, being the kid on food stamps and getting free lunches at school. But hell, you know, I'd rather get picked on for having a hot mom.
The point that we made was the second that you're a mother or have kids, whatever, now the show or the attention can't be on you. It should be all about the kid. How do you feel about that statement?
So in the video, you guys were saying that a lot. You're like, wow, she's selfish, this and that. And I would like to say, you know, sometimes I am selfish for sure. My kids are getting older. Of course, I just had a baby, so I haven't even been, you know, promoting myself as much. You know, sometimes I was selfish and I still will be, and I plan to be, because I've seen so many moms just have kids and say, okay, I'm done. I have no chance. Like, this is it. I'm a mom now. That's done. Life is about my kids. And don't get me wrong, my kids are my everything, my everything. But I also hold a special time for me and to feel good about myself. And what makes me feel good is doing these videos, getting the attention, hearing what people have to say, good and bad. It just makes me feel good and alive to have, you know, something of my own. And it's so funny because you guys were like talking about how my kids would come in a video and I'd be like, get out of here. And that's true. You guys were picking on me, like, and that's true. I do. If my kids try to get in the video, I'm like, you guys are underage. You're going to get me. Yeah. I'm like, get out of here. Mom's trying to shake your ass. But no, it's not horrible like that. It's just that, you know, it is my time. I'm recording some videos. This is how I make money. This is what I do. And yeah, so I definitely do say this is my time. You guys do your own thing. You know, me showing off on the internet or whatever, it's just fun. And I do love external validation. I do.
First off, thank you for like saying that, because a lot of people won't say how they like actually feel about things.
Yeah.
No, I post for myself. Like,
Yeah. No, that's bullshit.
why do you think people can't admit that they like external validation or validation from the opposite gender?
I mean, because not everybody has the balls to say stuff that I do, and I'm just being real. Like, that's it. Not everybody's real. There's so many fake bitches that it blows my mind, and I'll just never be that. I'll never be that. So yeah, I'm 100%. I love the attention. That's all there is to it. People can love it or hate it. I don't care. I just don't care.
You're not worried that when I'm 50, I'm gonna keep getting more and more and more like enhancements and more stuff?
You can't be aged. We all know that. I will continue to get stuff done because, like you guys were saying in the video, so I'm a very confident person, but confident people can have insecurities still. And so, you know, one of my insecurities was having a flat chest, got a boob job. Another insecurity and I also like how you guys were saying all the filler I have in my face. You guys were like, definitely did something to the cheeks. I'm like, I didn't. That's good. That means you think I got something done. You know, I'm getting up there. I'm 32. So I'm just embracing it. In the end, my family is my everything. I may, you know, put myself out there and everything, but I know that, and my family knows that they're everything to me. I'm everything to them. So eventually when I'm not doing all this stuff, I have my family. It's still, you know, when I turn off the camera, this is life. I'm, you know, sitting in sweats, eating on the couch.
When will you know if yours is too much? And do you think you could be wrong? Like, do you think you're at the perfect amount? Do you think you're a little bit too much? Do you think you're gonna need more?
I think it's all personal preference. So some people may see me and love it. Some people like the more like fake look, I guess, or like you guys put a blow up doll. For right now, I'm happy with it, or else I would just go get more tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or I would get some dissolved tomorrow if I felt like I had too much. Also, the trends change. So like now I'm kind of seeing like people go a little more natural. They're going like, you know, their lips. I feel like the huge lips aren't as in. Like, it really depends on the trends for me. So I kind of like to follow the trends. So it does get in your head. You do want more as you get it. And I'm aware of that. I'm very self-aware. Who's to say what's too much? I mean, I guess I'll just rely on my fiance, because really he's the one who's got to find me attractive.
Who do you think makes the beauty standards? Is it women ruining it for other women, or is it men saying, everyone get the big lips, then I'll like you?
It's definitely the females for sure. I think a lot of males actually would probably be fine without all the lip fillers, but the women, including myself, I include myself into that. We go with it. We're like, oh, she has it. I need to have it. Oh, you know, that looks good. I need to look that good. So yes, it's definitely women. I don't do it for guys. I definitely do it for girls. When girls think I'm hot, that's way more of a compliment than when guys think I'm hot.
Moving to your husband's thoughts on it. How does your husband feel about the lip fillers, the enhancements, all that, your social media? How does he feel?
He thinks that I'm beautiful just the way I am. He thought I was beautiful throughout my pregnancy, but in my mind, I'm like, get real.
So he doesn't feel some type of way. He doesn't feel, hey, that's cheating, because if I'm saying your face is good the way it is, and now you're choosing to change it, not for me, but for others, is that crossing a relationship barrier? I would argue that it could be.
It could be for some people, but it's not for us. Like I said, Steven is super like, you know, open to me expressing myself and being who I want to be. And so when I tell him, you know, I genuinely feel better when I have lip filler, or I feel better when my forehead doesn't have lines in it, he goes with it. He's like, okay, if that makes you feel good, you're in a better mood, which makes the household better. And when I'm happy, everybody's happy. So he just kind of goes, what, you know, I think he tells me what I want to hear.
Yeah, that does happen. I've had girlfriends, and sometimes you got to do that to stop the bickering. Do you even want to get out of what I think is the trap of needing validation from others to be happy and fulfilled?
You know, I've thought about it. You know, when you're just raised a certain way, it's so hard to get out of that mindset. Like I've talked about in the Truly video, I have a ton of confidence, but I also have insecurities. So when I have an insecurity, I try to fix it to make my all around confidence better. So some people say, oh, well, then you're not confident, but I am confident. I just still have some insecurities. Like if you can tweak something to make it a little better, I'm going to tweak it to make it a little better. I don't think that's always a healthy way to live, but it's the way I live. I'm good with it now. I feel like just do what makes you feel good in the moment and then worry about the rest later.
What happens if you don't feel appreciated by others? What happens if you don't get the compliments from others?
I find it within myself. And you know, my family really does help me. My family, they're like my biggest cheerleaders. They make me feel so good and beautiful every day. My boys are like, you know, I'm their mom, but they're also my best friends. Sometimes if I'm not finding the validation elsewhere, I always have it at home, which still makes me feel good. It's just nice to have the extra external validation. You know?
Yeah, you never get too much of that. This will be on YouTube. If anybody in the comments wants to just give me compliments, I'll take them.
Same.
What would you do if your fiance said, take down the Instagram and stop with the TikTok? I don't feel comfortable with that anymore.
I'd say, fuck that. Like, I don't want a man who wouldn't want me to do what makes me happy. Like,
well, what if that makes him happy?
This was already something that we both knew before we got together, before we had a kid and everything. He knew the kind of person I was. He's also wicked in the media. He, you know, owns a marketing company and he markets celebrities and everything. Like there's a lot of, you know, he's out there a lot. So this is like an agreement, you know, I do my thing, he does his, and, you know, as long as we're being faithful and true to each other, then we're good.
I pretty much asked everything that I wanted to ask.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for answering my DM. I really didn't think that you would. I'm like, this guy has a check mark. He's verified.
You're definitely welcome here. If you ever are in LA, you'll be able to stop by if you like. And the only thing I ask is that you take down the Christmas decorations, because it is January 5th. And New Year's, it needs to be gone.
I agree, but it's just so pretty. It makes me feel so homey and comfortable. So, okay, I'll think about it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week.
Where can the people find you?
So I'm on Instagram at Jen J Ferguson 00, and then I'm on TikTok at Jen J Ferguson. So follow me, and I will most likely follow you back.
Thank you very much, and hope you have a great rest of your day.